Today the sun is not having mercy on anyone today. I'm actually sweating. But anyways, I just wanted to talk about this thing that has always been bothering me. I was reading a certain book and it said a person becomes a star because of their willingness to become different in their own unique individuality. And that actually, lighted a bulb in my head, and it actually made sense to me on how some of us look up to some people and see them as different, or they do like different things in the world, or they create something different that's not common as our normal daily lives, and we tend to look up to them and think they are kind of different in a way than all of us. But once you put two and two together, you tend to realize we are all different in our own unique way. And it has been shadowed, or there is this cloud that it's in all of us that we can see due to the distractions that we have in this world. And the biggest distraction that I always talk about is the media. And the media can come in the form of your television, in the form of music, in the form of movies, in the form of anything that deals with the black screen that you tend to give your time to, or you tend to as entertainment. Is just a cloud that is just blocking you from getting straight to who you are internally. And if anyone watching this, if you have been confused from the beginning of this video, I want to just give you an example so you understand very well. I want you to take a celebrity, right? Imagine any celebrity that they started at somewhere. They started doing, for instance, let's take a musician. Maybe they started doing gigs, they started recording music with their friends, performing at parties and stuff, and probably they recorded themselves and they kept it on YouTube, and for years nobody gave no attention to them. And then fast forward, some years come by, and all of a sudden that person is given attention and they get this overnight success and they call them a star. But have you ever sat down to realize that these people were already stars? The only thing that made them, these spotlight figures is just the world shine their light on them. So what I'm trying to say is, we are all born stars. You watching this, you have something unique about you that makes you a star. And if you tune into that, it will take you to, other places that you find much more things about yourself that is very unique. And when you portray it to the world in your own form, or your own thinking, or your own experience in an art form, and give it to the world, and in some period of time people tend to notice, you will also become a star. But if you follow the normal route of just looking at the so-called people that have already made, and you want to do exactly the same thing, you never, even if you are successful, you never amass the amount of success they've had, because you always be under their shadow, you always be a replicate of them. So if you want to attain big amount of like, you want to be great, you have to just do you, and you have to know who you are. And there's just an example to give you. I just want you guys to understand what I'm actually trying to explain to you. So when you go to the internet, right, there is this red pill, there is this guys talking about how you should treat women, there is this if you're not in shape, you're not masculine, all this crap that's been going on, or if you're not a millionaire, you're a brokey or whatever. And you're going on the internet and you start accumulating all this information, and it becomes a part of you. And now when you're not even on the internet, you start behaving like them. Do you tend to realize that it's not you? Like, you're not even thinking for yourself. And even these things of trendy words, like for every 3 months or 4 months, I don't know, something new pops up and everybody jumps on it. Like the way people speak, and the way people post, the way people relate to their intimate spouses, it's like, it's absurd. People don't think for themselves. It's like, whatever that we are is just from somebody telling us what to do or how to be that. Or it's just everything that we've seen on our black screen. If you are very conscious, you know that your whole life, the life you have been living is not by your own default. It's by the default of society. And until you turn society off, and when I'm saying, what I mean by turning society off is shutting out this black screen. You know, for these past 3 days, I've not watched a movie, I've not listened to a podcast, I've not watched any video on YouTube, I've not listened to nobody, right? My life is just quiet. And whatever that I do, whatever direction I go is from my own mind. Whatever decision I make is from my own mind. I don't listen to gurus per se. I don't want nobody forcing their, beliefs on me. I just want to live my life. And the more I keep doing that, the more different I become, because my thoughts are my own individual thoughts. And that's what's going to make me different. It's not like you need it in a book or whatever. It just comes from you, because I'm tuning with who I am. And if you're out there and you seem to be lost with all this information on social media, look, I want you to do this experiment, right? For this whole week, I want you to turn off every black screen. And if you use it to work, I just want you to use it to work. Don't soak any. Even if you get to a roadblock, there's a problem that you know you can solve. Don't go on YouTube to check for the answers. Sit down with yourself, and I promise you find the answer. Because it's the biggest problem we have now. It's a mass distraction with this internet that we have. And if you don't cut it off, it's just gonna ruin your life. I'm a big advocate for, anti-social media. Like the way it's mostly used. If you're a producer, they're cool, but if you are just consuming it, you might think it's not doing any damage to you, but there's real consequences. Like this past 3 days, I've just gone out of it. It's like I make more money. I'm connected with myself. I know what to do with my life. I know the route I'm supposed to go. Some things I thought I needed, I don't need them. You are there thinking you need $1 million. You probably don't need that money. You probably just want to get out of that shit house that you live in and get a nice apartment and, get a nice car and a woman and just live life. Because I'm telling you, as much as you might be chasing this money, if you're in your 20s or whatever age you are, you might be chasing this money and thinking that's all you need and waste your life that God has given us to live with people, connect with people around us, because that's all that we are here for. You're not here to go and make money to buy things. And if that's the life that you're chasing, I'm sorry. You're up for a lonely path. Sit down with yourself and know the life that you want. Like just me, I used to be against people that work 9 to 5 until I realized, bro, it's not for everyone to be an entrepreneur. And if you're an entrepreneur and you are also preaching this thing called fuck 9 to 5 or you never work a 9 to 5, I want you to know you have employees. And those employees are going to work for you. So don't be a fucking hypocrite. Appreciate the people that are working, that are making this world go around. And don't be a hypocrite with your ego, influencing people to not work the 9 to 5 or go the 9 to 5 for like it's some bad thing. Whatever you do, you always have to answer to someone else. It's just that entrepreneur, you just answer to yourself. That's it. So this is a message to anyone that feels lost. You are not lost. You just don't listen to yourself. That's the only problem. And until you start listening to yourself, you'll never be great. And I can be a testament to this. Like I'm outside recording a video right now. Like I always say, people are just passing by looking at me. I'm a Russian, I'm a black guy, so you should know how that feels. Just people approaching, just laugh and don't know what's going on. So just have confidence in yourself and do what you're supposed to do. Shut the world out. And yeah, like just like trust me. I'm like I know what I'm talking about. Just Just focus on yourself and shut the wall. Like, you don't need it. Even today, I was just thinking about it. It's like all my life, the cartoons, the music videos, the movies, these things I've watched haven't changed nothing in my life, bro. Like, these things are just distraction. Food, distractions. Like, even food. I just telling myself, like, food, bro. We just run to pleasure. Life is really, really boring. Without our screens, life is really, really boring. Like, these 3 days, I felt like a whole month. It's boring because I don't have nothing doing. If I'm not working, I'm thinking or I'm reading. It's boring, but that's a difficult route. That's why it's only 1%. You know, most rich people don't even watch TV. You can't even pay them to watch TV. They don't have social media. Like, it's irrelevant. They know what goes on there. And most people, you might think they have a lot of following and you think they are somebody. Most of them don't even have, you are not even financially stable. Like, it's just numbers on the screen. Like, anyone can do anything stupid and gain attention. But once you know who you are, some things are not, it becomes unnecessary to you. And you only know that by following your own different ways. Like I said, a person becomes a star because of their willingness to be different in their own unique individuality. So are you willing to be different? Are you willing to do things that you know is right in your own soul, but society says it's wrong? Are you willing to do that? Because that's what the great people do. And if you're not willing to do that, I'm sorry, you'll never be great. But anyways, the sun is on a different level, like I said in the beginning. I have to go, and this is the message that I have for you guys today. And if you've reached to the end of this video, I'm going to challenge you, like I said, cut the black screens. Don't even watch my videos. Like, just go a-hole for like a week. Don't consume nothing, bro. Just don't consume nothing. And see how the problems in your life, where those problems are stemming from. Those problems, the source of those problems. You find it. It's just because you are distracted like this. You just don't look around. Once you are logged in, your whole world is shut off. So I'm just challenging you. And if you try this and you found any experience or you got a certain feeling or something, had an epiphany, please let me know in the comments and I'll be glad to reply to you. And yeah, on that note, I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, peace.